What's up, guys? So today we have Rob, the credit guy. He's currently coaching over 100 plus active people just like you on how to make sales and scale your credit repair business. But today we are going to dive into on how to market your credit repair business, okay? And basically what to post on social media, how to drive more traffic to your page. So let's not delay any further. So don't forget, guys, to grab your notebook and pen so you can, take all the notes. Okay, guys. So just have it ready. And yes, sir. So first question, bro. How many
Mhm.
times should they basically post on the social media right now? What do you think?
How many times should we be posting on social media?
Absolutely.
Listen, I post the standard across the board
Mm,
is going to be 2 times a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. And now when I say post, I'm talking about reels, videos. So at least 2 reels per day. And then you want to post in the stories, 2, 3 times a day. And
mm,
the cool thing about stories is that it can be something simple. It could be an image. It can be, hey, just walking in, show a video of you just walking into your office,
mm,
or show a clip of you working on a credit report, or reviewing a credit report, or if you have a client that, let's say, got an increase on their credit score, snap a picture of the credit score. And
mm,
then the key to this in the story is in your stories, you can like kind of scroll down, or to give you options like to put different stickers and stuff.
mm,
You want to put a link. Why do you want to put a link? Because when they see the credit score 750 or whatever video or image that you have, they're going to want to know, how do they contact you?
true.
You don't want to just be putting out all this good content and then just letting them leave, go to
Mm,
somebody else's page. So when you put your link in your story, it's going to be a link to your website or to your landing page on how they can, or even your calendar, so that way they can schedule a consultation with you. That's going to be key. I get a lot of leads just coming in organically, just from putting my link on my story.
mm,
That's going to be huge. And
yeah.
then I get this question a lot. Like, well, what times are good to post? I don't really focus on the times. What I focus on is more about the quality of the content.
Mm,
Because if you're posting good content, more people are gonna want to share it. They're gonna want to save it. They're probably gonna watch it multiple times.
mm,
But if you really want to kind of be a little bit more strict, I think about it like this: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Why? Because think about it. When people wake up, I know when I wake up, the first thing I do is look at my phone. I mean, I'm
yeah.
gonna be honest, right?
True.
So
Same here.
everybody does, especially if your business is on social media. You
Yeah.
want to check leads, you want to check all of that stuff. So just like most people, I post first thing in the morning. That way I can hit them as soon as they wake up. They're wiping the booger out their eyes and they see Rob the credit guy. So that's important. At
Mm,
lunchtime, if you go to a restaurant, look around you in the restaurant. What are people doing?
mm,
Eating and looking at their phone at the same time. Post at lunchtime. At dinner, before they go to bed, they're watching TV, but they're not watching TV. They're still scrolling through Instagram.
true.
So breakfast, lunch, and dinner, right? Those are
Yeah.
really, if you want to stick to a time, that's going to probably be the best time.
Yeah.
Um, Again, just make sure the most important thing is being consistent. Again,
Yeah.
don't worry so much about the time. You want to focus more on consistency.
Yeah. And one last thing, maybe also wanted to add, bro, is
Mm-hmm.
like this is maybe like, I might be wrong. Like, a best or efficient way to do would be is like, if you don't want to like, create like, new content all day long, maybe
Yeah.
like, on weekends, just try to have like, 7 to 8 different like, video or the posts
Yeah.
lined up. And maybe you can schedule it like, on Monday this post, Tuesday this video, Wednesday this post, something along the line, if you want to like, keep it that way.
Yeah.
But you definitely need to schedule all the posts for sure, like on weekends.
I agree. Have a content day where
Yeah.
it could be weekend, it could be during the week, but take a couple hours and just do the content. And what you could do is, whether you're on Instagram or Facebook or any of that, you can actually save it as a draft. And that way you don't lose, the video that you just created. So you can save it as a draft and then post it later, or schedule it. Like, like Harsh was saying, you can schedule it for later or save it
Yeah.
as a draft. So
Yeah. That's I would say, like, another way of being efficient. Bro, second question is, if someone wants to drive more traffic to the page, what kind of content should they be posting?
So if you want to drive organic traffic to your page, what works for me is client results. When I post client results, like either before and after, or what I do a lot of is client updates. So every 35 days, we're emailing our clients updates and letting them know, hey, this is what's been deleted. This is what we're still working on. These are your credit scores. Again, we want to keep them in the loop of what's going on with their credit at all times, every time they have an update. So what I do is I print out that email. I think I got one on my desk somewhere. I print them out, and then without showing, their personal information, like their name or their email, I just make a video with that.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's easy for me. That's easy content, because that's
Yeah.
stuff that I'm already doing with my client. So that is, something that anytime that I post that, I automatically get organic leads coming in. You have to put yourself in the position of your customers, the people that are watching your videos and watching your social media. If you were a potential customer and you wanted to buy your own services, what would you want to see on someone's page? Right? You got to think about, well, if I need to fix my credit, what do I want to know? Well, I want to know, if I hire you, what results could I potentially expect if I were to hire you to fix my credit? So that's why showing before and afters, or credit updates, is super important. The second thing that I do is I focus on being an educator. When someone thinks about credit, they need to be thinking about Rob the credit guy. Or they need to be thinking about, whatever your kind of tag name is, or whatever your company name is. You need to be the go-to. You need to be the encyclopedia of credit. Because if people are thinking about fixing their credit and they're not thinking about you, and they're thinking about somebody else, then you're not posting enough.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Another thing that I do is, sometimes we get in our own head and we're like, man, I don't know what to post. The conversations that you have with your customers, your potential customers that you're trying to sell, or even your actual customers, the conversations that you have, they're asking you questions about credit. So think about that. If they have questions about credit, guess who else has questions about credit? Everyone else on social media that you want to use your services.
Yeah.
So throughout the duration of that conversation, write down some of the questions that they're asking you, and then make a post about it. Hey guys, I was talking to one of my clients and they had a great question. I figured I'd share this with you. Whatever that sounds like, right? But that's content. You have content in your everyday things that you do. That is content.
Yeah. Do you remember your reel? I need to talk to my wife. The one that you created.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I came up with that like off the cuff,
Yeah. In the end, that guy says, "Stop being a bitch. Come on."
So I actually saw that post and on somebody else's page, and I took that little snippet that, hey, stop being a little bitch. I took that and cut it, and I was like, man, I can use this for my post. And I can't remember whose page I saw it on, but my point is, what I do sometimes is I might be scrolling through social media, and it might be a construction company. It might be a fitness coach. And the way that they are marketing their company, or the way that they presented that particular reel, I'm like, man, that would be good. I just take it and twist the words a little bit and make it fit for credit. So you can get an inspiration off of just scrolling through social media
Yeah.
And somebody else, even if they're not in the same industry, think about what got your attention on that post.
Yeah.
Think about like what got your attention on that. If it got your attention, it's probably going to get somebody else's attention.
Mm.
So write down what they said and make it make sense for the credit industry.
Yeah.
So there's so many ways that you can just be creative,
Mm.
and make sure you're staying within the trends. Like when it
Mm.
comes to editing and stuff, make sure
Yeah.
you're putting your captions, make sure that the sound is good. I know some of us starting off don't really have a lot of money, a lot of fancy equipment could be expensive, but I'm gonna show you something actually. I have it since I have it right here. So this is through DJI, and
Mm.
this is all I do. I use this on all my videos. I connect this part to my phone. I put this right here, like you'll see some of my videos, like I'll put it right here anywhere. And then the quality, the sound is amazing.
That's crazy.
And this cost me, I want to say this cost me about $300.
Mm.
So for some of you, that might be kind of expensive. They have other ones that are maybe $100, but I use this, and I use this every single video, every single time, and I can travel with it. I'm actually about to buy another one because I'm going to use that for our podcast that we're about to
Yeah.
start too.
Mm.
So that's another thing, guys. When it comes to posting, you want to make sure you got good sound and good
Yeah.
lighting too. Like right now, I got this light right here. You can't see it, but I got a light right here, and I got a ring light, which you can kind of
Mm.
see in my glasses. But but I got a ring light here because if not, it would look super dark, and
Mm.
you wouldn't be able to see me. So lighting is super important.
Yeah. And like, not having a good Instagram business page would turn people off. Like, why would they even buy? Like it
Yeah.
doesn't even make sense for them to like do any kind of due diligence on you. And
Mm-hmm.
so like that's like another thing to have it. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right because again, you got to look at it from the customer's perspective.
Yeah.
When Herschel is running the ads and now it's going out to hundreds and thousands of people, what's the first thing that customer is going to do? They're going to click on your Instagram, and if
Mm.
they see, booty shaking and fighting on your page and nothing about credit, I mean, they're going to be like, nah, this is a scam. But if they see education, if they see, credit updates,
Mm.
if it looks like a real business, it's probably a real business.
Mm.
So your social media, don't look at it as social media. Look at it as a giant business card for you to be able to display your services and how you can help your future, your audience, your future clients. That's the
Mm.
way you got to look at it.
Yeah, bro. Uh Bro, again, this would be a tricky question for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think converts more, reels or images? Okay. Now I'm talking about organic perspective as well as in terms of running ads per perspective. So both
Yeah.
of the perspective, what do you feel like converts more, reels or images?
Well, it's important to have a balance. It's important to have a balance of both. I noticed that a lot of people, especially starting off in the credit repair industry, they get the credit repair infographics. And
Yeah.
the
Flyers.
infographics are good, but right now it's so saturated that if
Mm.
you fill up your page with that, it looks like a fake page. It doesn't even
Mm.
look like a real page. So posting images like infographics, I'm not saying it's bad, but you just don't want to get too carried away with it because it's
Mm.
at this point it's not even that creative anymore.
Mm.
So this is why you have to have a healthy balance of images.
Mm.
But reels right now, and any marketing guru will tell you that reels is where it's at.
Yeah.
Videos, and I don't care if you're on Instagram, TikTok, or whatever kind of social media platform, videos is taking over.
True.
So you definitely want to have more videos than you do, images. So that now, again, like Harshal said, right now I'm speaking more about organic post.
Mm.
Now, when it comes to paid ads, that's Harshal's specialty. But out of my own personal experience and what I've done over the last 10 to 15 years, videos, even back then, even
Yeah.
10 years ago, videos always converted more.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're able to communicate better with
Mm,
the people that are actually watching it.
mm,
With an image, even if, let's say, I'm dressed up in a suit, I got a tie, my hair's looking good,
mm.
all of that. Well, that's great, but there's no emotion behind the image, right?
Makes
They
sense.
can't hear you talk. They don't know what you sound like. They don't know if you're credible.
Mm,
All of that's important. You're going to be able to display a lot just by watching a video. It's going to, and also a video is going to have a call to action. So after you're like watching that video, hey, by the way, click on the link down below.
yeah.
You're able to give them instructions. And
Yeah.
that's what people remember. These people are lost. They don't know what to do. They don't know what direction to go, what next steps to take. When you're in a video, you're able to, for example, hey, this is Rob the credit guy, blah, blah, blah. You show them, before and after. Hey, now that you watch this video, go click on our link and schedule your free consultation. An image is not going to have that same kind of effect. It's not going to have the same kind of communication.
Mm,
So running paid ads, and out of my experience, it's always going to give you a higher return on your investment, on your daily ad budget.
true.
So
That's true. Yeah,
another
bro.
thing that in our
Mm-hmm.
coaching program, this is
Mm-hmm.
what I tell people, and it's absolutely true. Marketing is very tricky
Mm,
because let's say I'm running ads, and
mm,
let's say I'm spending $50 a day, right?
mm.
Now, let's say Harshal also owns a credit repair company and he's running a $50 ad, right? I got a $50 ad. Harshal has a $50 ad. His ad might convert, even though we're spending the same amount of money. His ad may convert more than mine,
Mm.
more leads coming in. Why? Maybe he has a bigger audience. Maybe his ad converts more because maybe the video is better. It
Yeah.
could be the content, it could be so many different things. So this is why Harshal and I both recommend start off low with the dollar amount.
Yeah.
Because
$20.
yeah, I talk to a lot of people and they think, oh man, well, I don't have a lot of money. I need $5,000, $10,000 to run ads. I'm like, bro, what kind of ads you running? Like, who are you running ads for? You got a team of 20 people going to answer these calls? Because
Yeah.
that's what you're going to need when you're running that kind of ad.
Yeah.
All you need to do is, start with a low budget, 20,
20.
maybe
Yeah.
$25.
Yeah. That's all you need. Like $20 a day.
That's it.
True. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and what happens is now you're going to be able to test out. This is where Harshal comes in and his expertise. Him and his team, they'll do kind of like an A/B testing.
Yeah.
They'll do images, the videos, all these different ads to see which one is getting more of a response because they'll be able to look at the analytics and see how long somebody is watching the video. If they watch the video the entire time, or did they only stay on it for like 5 seconds? And then now you'll be able to really make a real educated decision
Mm,
based off of not guessing, but actually hard like data.
mm.
That's what Harshal does. And once you see after the first week or two, okay, I'm getting a couple leads and I'm only doing $20, $25 a day.
Mm.
I'm getting a couple leads and it's actually converting at a good rate. This is where you need to communicate with Harshal. Hey, how's my ad doing? And then you can bump it up to
Yeah.
$40, $50 a day. But you don't want to start at $50 or $100 a day
Mm.
if you don't even know if the ad's going to convert.
True. Yeah.
You know,
That's
you
true.
might think your video is badass and it's the best video you've ever made. You give it to Harshal and he runs it and it's a flop. Nobody
Yeah.
likes the video. So it doesn't matter whether you like the video. It matters whether it actually is going to convert or not.
Yeah. Audience likes
So,
it or not.
yeah, exactly, man. I'm telling Harshal knows. Harshal runs all my ads.
Yeah.
I spent $400-$500 on a video one time. Like
Yeah.
a video production had like lights, the video guy, and then I spent $400-$500. I run the ad, and it was bullshit. That's what
Yeah.
happened. No leads came in.
I-
But then I do a video with my Android.
I'll
I
tell
do
you
it.
something.
It takes off.
I'll tell you something. Simple scales, fancy fails. Okay. As one
Yeah.
of our mentors said, like simple scales, fancy fails. Just keep it simple, just showcase everything that you have, straightforward, call to
Mhm.
action, done. That's it.
Yeah. And also, again, this is just my kind of theory. Sometimes when your video is too production, like it's too kind of commercialized,
Yeah.
immediately people sometimes they might get turned off because they're like, oh, this guy got a real video. It's going to be
Yeah.
expensive. So I'm not even going
Yeah.
to call him, you know?
They
So
can't relate, they can't relate basically, human to human.
yeah, yeah.
So
And also, we're not on TV. This is
mm,
social media. So they prefer it to be not that those productions are not authentic, but you can tell when somebody's kind of recording from a phone,
yeah.
if they have a whole production team compared to like some of the videos I do. I mean, my videos are actually pretty damn good, okay?
Mm.
But I don't have a whole production, and you know that. So it still gives the authentic,
Yeah.
social feel to it so people can relate to it.
Yeah. That's true, bro. So, guys, just to give you a quick recap before I go to the next question, for organic, you basically need to have a combination of maybe result photo, flyer, and video. So just have like, combination of those like flyer, image, or result photo or and like video. So just don't put all the flyers or results at one time. Instead, just have them like one on one. So video and then flyers, that would work well as a combination.
Yeah.
Bro, last but not least, okay, what do you think is the best type of lead?
The best type of lead.
Mm,
So when it comes to leads, we get leads. Again, Harshal provides 90 to 95% of the leads that come in for me, my
mm.
team, our coaching program, our credit repair program. We also do taxes. We got a tax software company. Like Harshal does all of our leads, even outside of the credit repair.
Yeah.
But we also have referral partners.
Mm,
So we got mortgage lenders, we got real estate agents. Well, I got a buddy of mine who owns a funding company. He sends us leads. But what happens is I talk to a lot of people that are starting in the credit repair space, and
mm,
they think that, and I get it, I'm sympathetic to it,
mm,
but it's not reality. And what I mean by that is people think that, well, I'm just going to go and I got a buddy who works at a car dealership and he's going to
mm,
send me all his declines. I got a buddy who's a realtor, who's a mortgage lender. They're going to send me all their leads.
mm,
They're going to send you leads for sure. I'm sure they will. But what
mm,
happens is a lot of times that tends to die down. It's not something that's consistent. So you may go a month where they're just banging out and sending you leads and you're closing deals. That's great. But is that going to last?
mm,
I'm not just thinking about today. I'm thinking about next week, next month, next year, the year
true.
after that. What can my business rely on? Right.
Mm,
And you don't want to throw all your eggs in one basket. So you don't want to
true.
just have like necessarily one lead source,
Mm,
but at the same time, you need something that's consistent. So what does that mean? This is what I do. I have Harshal run the leads for
mm,
me and my sales team because it's not just me. And you got to
yeah.
think about that. As you start to hire and scale your credit repair company,
Mm,
now you're responsible for bringing in leads consistently, not just for you, but for your sales team.
mm,
So I got 5 people right now on the call floor in my office here in Dallas, Texas. And then I also have a call center in the Dominican Republic, and I got sales agents there. If I'm only relying on Joe Schmo at the dealership to send me leads, my people are going to go hungry.
mm,
So you got to think about that. So what do? I have Harshal run the leads and think
mm,
about it like this. It's like a light switch. As soon as I turn on those leads, bam, leads coming in. If I ever want to turn it off, which I never do, but if I ever want to turn it off, leads stop.
mm,
It's something that I can guarantee on.
mm,
And I can guarantee not only that leads are going to come in for me, but leads are going to come in for my team. I need to make sure that, when you start scaling and hiring people, you as a boss, you're responsible for that. These people got families, they got bills.
mm.
The first of the month comes around, Mr. Landlord don't want to hear no bullshit about you. You don't have the
Yeah.
rent. So you got to be consistent. Having, Harshal run the leads for Instagram and Facebook is the best thing that you can do. And then still have the realtor, your other buddy,
Mm,
whoever, friends, family, you still have all of
Organic.
them. I'm not
Yeah.
saying don't do that. What I'm saying is have your main lead source the most guaranteed,
Mm,
and then everything else is just cherry on top. Because listen, when somebody sends me a referral from maybe somebody I've already helped, or from a dealership, or somebody that's trying to buy a house from one of our loan officers, those deals, they pay, and they pay right away because they got the money. So I love those referrals, but it's not something that is scalable, right?
yeah.
So you really have to have something that you can rely on. So,
Yeah, yeah.
so to answer your question, the best lead is going to be from Harshal,
Mm,
and it's going to be from Instagram or Facebook.
makes sense, bro. And like, there is a phrase that says you can't go broke if you have leads coming in.
You can't. And if you're
Yeah.
going broke and you got leads coming in, then
You
you
need
really need my coaching program so I can show you how to sell.
That's true.
So,
That's
yeah.
true.
Hey, hold on. Matter of fact, I didn't plan this, but this happens to be right here because I read it. I read this
Grant
book almost
Cardone.
every day. So this is from Grant Cardone. Grant
Mm,
Cardone is me and my wife's mentor.
mm,
So we invested into Grant Cardone's coaching program about 3 years ago.
mm,
And it's not cheap to be a part of his mentoring program. But you know what? It's the best investment that we've ever made. That's how
mm.
much we believe in coaching and
Coaching.
mentoring.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
if you want to be successful, if you want to hit new heights and new levels in your business, in your industry,
Mm,
you got to learn from somebody that's already been there and done that.
mm.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So
bro.
for
Like,
those of you who are trying to grow your credit repair company and
yeah,
you're stuck at 10 grand a month or 20 grand a month, or maybe you're hitting less than that,
yeah.
listen, go to robthecreditguy.com.
Description.
Look at our videos that we have on there. We have not only videos, but we have resources for you guys,
True.
to make sure you have the correct merchant account set up, to make sure you have all of that. So go to robthecreditguy.com and then schedule a consultation so we
Yeah.
can really help you scale your
Yeah.
business.
Yeah, I'll also leave your link in the description box below. And guys, if you are looking to get more credit repair leads and want to scale your business with leads, then you can also schedule a call with me. Okay. And I will
Absolutely.
definitely try to keep this ratio of trying to create one video every week with Rob. So in that way, we can learn as much as we can. But of course, if you need the real knowledge, you definitely need to join his coaching program. And yeah, man, that's it.
Absolutely. I'm telling you, man, between the both of us
Yeah.
teaching you how to sell. And by the way, guys, we don't just teach you how to sell, because I can teach you how to sell all day. That's actually a lot easier than you think.
Mm,
But what happens when you sell and you bring in the client? Now
mm,
you got to make sure your clients are getting results. You got to make sure the back end of your business is, up to par. Because if
mm,
your customer service, if it stinks, you're going to get bad reviews. You're not going to be in business very long. We
mm.
teach you how to do the customer service. We give you email campaigns. We help you structure your entire business from the ground up. So
Yeah.
just know that it's more than just a sales program. We
Yeah.
really teach you how to scale your business. And the only way you're going to do that is to have every component of your business running like a well-oiled machine. And on the
Mm.
back end, if you guys ask me, well, how do you get your leads? It's this man right here. This man right here and his team. I mean, listen, I know, Harshal, I tell you this all the time, but if it wasn't for you, man, I don't know. Like, I would probably be with somebody, probably still trying to find you, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would still try to, hey, I could get leads and this and that, man. I spent over $15,000 trying to find Harshal, and that's why I'm not letting Harshal go, bro. You're not going nowhere, man. You're my guy. So
I know, my man. I know, bro. Things are going good for sure. I got you, bro. We'll make it happen.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
So guys, so
Guys, yeah.
make sure that you follow us. Click on the follow button. Make sure you like this video, save it. And if there's anything that you want us to talk about, maybe that you're
Yeah.
struggling in your business, leave a comment below. Let us know if this video helped you as well.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll personally send a screenshot to Rob. So in that way, we can try to cover that on the next video. Okay, guys. Without any further ado, thank you guys. See you soon.
Guys, next time.
Adios.
Peace.
Adios, amigos.